Diesel exhaust fluid is a scam. Here's why. A diesel engine is far more efficient than a gasoline burning engine. So as the air is compressed, it's heated inside of the cylinder, and that heated air is mixed with the atomized diesel fuel, and that's what ignites. But because the diesel engine's so efficient, the air-fuel ratio is actually exceptionally lean. So a good part of the oxygen and air that's heated inside of the cylinder actually isn't used in the combustion process. That heated oxygen, a lot of it actually goes into oxidizing the hydrocarbons and carbon monoxide inside of the exhaust. That creates carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, and then other whatever oxides inside of the exhaust. But the nitrogen oxide is what people are worried about. NOx, that's what the SCR and DEF are used in conjunction to reduce inside of the exhaust stream. NOx is considered a ground level pollutant, contributes to the ozone layer on a ground level basis or something like that. And it contributes to lung issues in humans, I think, or at least that's what the studies say. I'm not here to argue the studies because I am not an environmental scientist or a scientist at all for that matter. But I am here to discuss urea. That's what's used in diesel exhaust fluid. The most commonly used way to make urea is pumping in methane, natural gas from oil wells or natural gas wells. And you take that methane, you strip the hydrogen away, that gives you ammonia, and then you combine ammonia with carbon dioxide to form the crystalline structure that is urea. And then you can dilute it in water, and that creates your DEF fluid. First, I'd like to say that any plant using natural gas methane has to have a flare stack on location or on that plant, just in case something were to happen. It can send all the gas to flare and it burns it off, creating inherent emissions, right? But that's not where I'm going with it. Urea in itself is not that dangerous. It's more of a nuisance. But if you go to its SDS sheet, if it's heated beyond like 300 degrees Fahrenheit, you reach past its boiling point. After its boiling point, it turns into ammonia again and isocyanic acid. Ammonia, everybody should know, is not inherently good for the respiratory system inside of humans or any animal for that matter. But isocyanic acid is also extremely dangerous for humans and anybody for that matter. But the studies and digging into what the effects are on the environment or on the population as a whole are a lot less documented. Shouldn't say documented. There's a lot less research that's gone into it, so we don't actually know the effects near as much as we do as NOx. I'm not saying that it's inherently worse than NOx, but it's also not inherently better, and we don't know. And then we're not even taking into account the excess pollution that comes from the plastic bullshit jugs that the DEF comes in, or the waste from that, or the excess emissions that come from the inherent less life from the diesels we're using on the road. The less life of the engines, the more maintenance that goes into it. And then the production emissions that are made in keeping more vehicles on the production of more vehicles because the lifespan of the vehicles is going down. And also, if urea and SCR is like the life-changing emission savior, why are we not forcing it on the exports of these vehicle manufacturers? Why, if the government's using it, are they not using DEF? Why is other countries not implementing DEF? Trading one evil in NOx for more unknown, more evils, more production, more waste, with possibly more adverse health effects. How is that better?